on our way to the farm. Nobody, I was thinking about going live about an hour and 15 minutes ago, but I am alive and well. I just am moving slow, so took a few breaks to get ready, get the truck packed. But here we are. I don't know if anybody will show up. I hope. I had something important I found by accident. My hat looks crooked. Oh, there's one. How are you? Miss Lisa R. Hall. It's so early in the day. What are you doing up? I'm alive. See, I put a little eyeliner on. I don't look like death warmed over. But, oh, Mountain Magic. Hi there. I put a hat on because I haven't been able to do anything with my hair. So, Lenny on the Mississippi. Well, I'm alive and well. Well, I'm alive. I still have no taste, no smell, and very little energy. I should have been able to have been out of here 2 hours ago, but extra time to pack the truck. Hey, Danielle from North Carolina, how are you? I wanted everybody to see there's Mr. Ethan. Wave, honey, they're there. He said he knew everybody, him too. Yes, everybody's asked about him. Everybody her taste. Sorry, we lost connection under a power line at a shopping center. I'm so sorry. Look beautiful as always. Hey, Helen, you are a beautiful person. No, I'm not beautiful as always. Somebody put that in that video when I was about to die with that stuff, and I thought, y'all are so nice. I love you all so much. No. That video I did about the Delta, I look like hell warmed over, let me tell you, and I know I did. Lost some weight, which is not a bad thing. Of course, now I'm eating a little more again than I was then. I've put a couple of pounds of it back on. This school bus is going to run right out in front of me. Holy moly. So I wonder how many people will get today. I don't know how long to wait because I have something really important I wanted to tell you all that I found. Lisa R. Hall. Hey, Team Angel. And Peggy. FYI, those same symptoms of radiation poisoning. Yes, I know. The secretary came in. This was a contagious thing. I am here to tell you that, I'm dropping my phone. This is a thing that is contagious. It may be made worse by that, but the secretary came in sick 2 days later. My boy's dad had it. The day after that, my son had it, and he had been around her, so it took him 3 days. It's supposed to be 2 to 4 days. The day after that, I had it, and the day after that, Ethan had it. It's a contagion. And let me tell you what, it's got a spike protein in it. It is a bio, you know what, because you talk about attacking the lung. But I had found some anybody that smokes pot. I don't smoke pot, but I use nicotine. There is a molecule in the nicotine that prevents that. We don't not his heart doctor in a long time, and he survived a widowmaker, believe it or not, about 5 or 6. Then I'm dead until I could get warm. Stop it. I was gonna right here. Oh my God. OTC, D, E, zinc. Make yourself get up and walk, whether you want it or not. I slept for the first week in a recliner. The second week was worse. Well, I slept on my side the first week. The second week was worse than the first week. I don't know why, it just kept getting worse and worse, worse, worse. So I was like at the end of week 2 when I did that video. And I slept in the recliner. I couldn't sit down that I would not out and go to sleep. You thought I was on something. I could not stay awake, could not eat. The Delta is different than the first because it has a vomiting, diarrhea component. I only vomited. My son only vomited. Didn't vomit, he had the diarrhea. But my boy's dad is home. Today's his best day. Of course, he had a heart attack and that to recover with. And he never went on the vent. I fought that battle until they gave itis on a teenager. And that is the Keebler and George's protocol, y'all. You've got to fight that. When mom's heart attack, he don't even out of the bed. Of course, we back for 2 days. That anyway, it is real. It is a bio weapon. I'm telling you. Of course, I knew it was real because I knew people that had had it, but I am sure that the whatever probably makes it worse because after I've been to a few days and I come back into town, I can feel that stuff. I can feel it. I can feel the radiation in the air. And within a couple hours, I feel like crap. So I know it's real, y'all. But this, let me tell you, they have got a couple of more of these ready. I am quite sure. I have found so much stuff that they were ready for this pandemic 2 to 4 years ago. And they've got more to unload on us. That's why they want everybody to take the roll up your sleever, as monograph says, because it destroys your immune system. We found an excellent doctor. He told us that if any doctor anywhere tells you that they understand this CV and the treatment of it, that they are a liar. Point blank, he said they're a liar. He said because the way this is, and he comes short of saying designed, it attacks every person different in just a slight different way. And he said it will change your body and your body will never be completely the same again. He said he hasn't seen it yet. And he has had patients since the beginning. He said you'll get to the point that you get over the symptoms, but as far as body, well, not to roll up your sleever is just to wipe out your immune system, so when they drop the next one, and I saw a thing where they've got, I don't remember whose video that was. I like to always give credit to people. I'm going to tell y'all some news in a minute. I'm going to give credit to a channel that I said I'd never call out channels, but doggone it, when they're giving you 100% misinformation, yes, I'm going to call that channel out. But anyway, there's a powder that they can throw in crowds and track you and all kinds of stuff. But listen, we have no idea. All this stuff that is going on is a distraction. Please listen to me when I tell you, it is all a distraction. This is not the big thing. Okay, I don't know if my phone will let me pull up pictures or not. I'll see if I can load it when I get back in town. But have you all heard of the Q phone? Q, like as in Q? Isn't that funny? Y'all heard of the Q phone? Anybody? Is anybody still there from my live? Well, I see 12 of you there. The Q phone. I'm gonna see if I can pull this picture up. The Q phone. Mountain Magic's here. Have you heard of the Q phone, Mountain Magic? Nope, Linnea, Mississippi. Let me tell you about this Q. First, I'm going to tell you where I heard about this Q phone, and then I did my own research. I heard this, and I don't want to offend anybody, and God knows this man is sweet. He is doing the best job that he knows how to do. But when you're going to misrepresent my Bible, I'm going to call you out on it. And I am getting ready to I'm putting it together now. I'm getting ready to do us a good old-fashioned live on the mark of the beast. Because I am sick to death of the scriptures being misinterpreted, people being scared to death, and every blasted thing being blamed on the mark of the beast. Do you realize that when they first started giving out Social Security cards, everybody swore up and down that was the mark of the beast? The Bible plainly says the right hand or the forehead. Period. And they are working. They've already got the chip ready to put in your right hand that you can download up to 15 tattoos or have it invisible. It goes in the right hand. You can program it. I think that sounds more like it. But anyway, I heard about this on the Prophecy Club. And he is a darling, and I have listened to him several times, and many of his messages are on target. But he has called this Q phone. You can look up his video. He calls it the Beast phone. There may be all kinds of things, such as this mandatory, this Q phone. There may be a lot of things that start to desensitize people. Folks, we got 2 generations, I'm sure of, that's never even heard of the mark. They're going to jump right in there. They're taking iPhones off of the market. They're going to be replaced by the Q phone. The Q phone is going to have to be hooked to the Starlink because it's a satellite phone. Oh, I'm glad you caught me too, Cindy. See, I'm going to try to look at 2 phones and drive. I'm going to see if I can pull the picture up. I don't know if it goes to the... Okay, I'm going to try to read this. I'm going to be real careful, y'all. I'm on a bumpy road, so... Q phone, space-based mobile. Okay? The space-based mobile connected all the time. Security, I think it's supposed to be connects. This is a picture of their site that I pulled up. Okay. By connecting directly to existing mobile phones, Q's Mobile is a trademark, will have the lowest customer acquisition cost. Some countries are talking about giving it to everybody for free. It's QC. QG. I was right, QG. The Q phone QG stands for quantum generation. Okay? It's a blockchain phone. Hang on. The quantum mesh network, which is also a trademark, will scale and balance data transmission and dynamically switch between ground and orbital nodes E2 for anonymous, incentivized application platform. The QStat mesh network access will not be necessary at all times. Oops, I'm getting ready to run into the back of a tractor trailer. Ooh, my generator just tipped. Looky there. Can y'all see? I just tipped my generator. It'll level out. Listen, that's one thing about this thing. I can tell you, I had brain fog with my MS It's worse when I'm in the 5. And let me tell you what, this stuff has given me brain fog. Okay, quantum mesh network will increase speed and efficiency and create an ad hoc network proprietary multi-hop routing without requiring a central access point. That has to be that Starlink stuff. The mobile service will bring affordable cellular broadband service to hundreds of millions. They've made over 7 million phones. This is a $500 project. And these phones are already being manufactured. Over 700 million. What's the world population, y'all? Can you put those two together? So, tracking. We ain't looking at nothing but tracking. And, hang on. It'll bring affordable cellular broadband service to hundreds of millions of people for the first time, helping countries and companies achieve their rural and universal coverage goals. It will provide global access to digital currency and autonomous, quantum, secure internet infrastructure. Okay, Mark of the Beast? No, that is not Mark of the Beast. One World Money? You betcha. Okay. Hey, Joe. How are you, honey? Rebel L. Hey, Rebel L, did you hear? You'll have to go back and watch. Now, Rebel L, she digs into stuff. I just cover the skiff of it and give you the meat and potatoes. Rebel L, and somebody drop L's link. She's trying to restart her channel. I want anybody and everybody that watches. L, you need to dig into that Q phone. I did not have time. I got tired last night. I modded from ARF, and I just didn't have it in me. It was getting late. I had to go to bed. But I'd like to know who's behind funding. I bet you L can find out. L1978. Y'all know her as. With her first channel before YT got stupid. It is in Germany, the UK, and the United States is behind. Where did the world Germany pop out from? Now I can see the UK. Where did Germany pop out from? Yes. But that phone is not the Mark of the Beast. You know, poor little fella, he must have been getting a lot of grief because he turned his comments off. And it was a good thing he did, because I was going to tell him he needed to read the book of Revelation. Y'all, listen. The Antichrist, the false prophet, will be on the scene before the Mark of the Beast comes. I'm going to read in the Bible. I'm going to pull that stuff up, and I'm going to do a live about that. I am so sick to death of every little move that is made. Oh, it's the Mark of the Beast, Mark of the Beast, Mark of the Beast. I am sick to death of it. It's not what the Bible says. Now, maybe some preacher told you that. And I'm going to tell you what. We don't have a lot of good preachers in this world today. If you find you a good one, you better hook on to them and stick with them close. Hey, El Michelle. How are you, honey? Are you just getting here, El Michelle? Because if you are, I want you to go back and listen to this video. It's about a satellite phone that they're getting ready to come out with. I will for sure look. Yeah, listen, Al, this is right up your alley, and you will do a hell of a job. Let me know when you're going to do it, and I will either go live and tell everybody to watch or do a community post or something, because now Al digs into stuff. I mean, since the beginning of my channel, after I started watching Al, or when I started watching Al and saw how she would dig into stuff, from the beginning of my channel, you know, if I was giving news and Elle would pop in, I'd say, Elle, take this and run with it. You go do something with this. Because now Elle will dig. She'll dig till she finds it. I would be very interested. And listen, y'all, I had to do so much research for school and work. I'm so sick of really digging deep. I don't go down rabbit holes. I have my few people I trust. Elle I trust. If she tells you, CJ Blaze tells you, Lisa R. Hall tells you, I mean, there's several I could go on and on. We don't have time for. But I'd be interested in knowing how they're paying for this $500 million project to make it cheap so everybody in the world. I saw a T-Mobile or a Sprint, when I was doing a little bit of research last night, that they were offering the blasted phone for free. They were going to offer the phone for free. And it's not going to cost you much to have it. But it's bit chain. It's quantum. It's going to be hooked to the satellite and towers. That is tracking, y'all. Now, my question is, they're going to make it available. Are they going to cut all these phones off? So, to force everybody to take one of the Q phones? That's one of the points I want to make to y'all. Can you live without your cell phone? I can. I go up here and live without it every time I'm at the farm. Nobody has home phones anymore, or I probably wouldn't even have a cell phone. I'd use my laptop and my home phone. I don't even have a home phone anymore. It just was senseless to pay for both when everybody was using cell phones. But it said, the article that the Prophecy Club pulled up, which it is not the Beast phone, but the rest of the article was interesting. He had retyped it, I had it up. There's enough for everybody on the planet to have one. And then I saw one of those companies was advertising it, and it wasn't going to cost anybody anything. Just took up to the system. So I'm wondering, his article said the iPhones were going away. So I'm wondering if what they're going to do is cut all these phones off. Every existing phone will be cut off to make sure everybody has the Q phone. They're not going to spend $500 million and make over 7 million phones and let people decide if they want one. That ain't going to happen. I mean, common sense can tell you that. That's not going to happen. So I think where we're all in the position to decide whether or not we roll up your sleever, you're going to be in a position to decide if you want a phone that is, what did I say? It was bit something. Did it say Bitcoin? I don't remember now. Where you do all of your financial transactions on that phone. And it's going to, I mean, they already track us with these, but the cell service is so bad with these that I guess you could, if there's absolutely no service, I don't know how they track it, but anyway. So I think everybody needs to think you might have a decision to make. You might have a big decision to make. I will not take that phone. I won't do it. We may not be able to have internet at all without that phone. Does that mean they're going to put out new laptops and, you know, all that stuff? I don't know. It remains to be seen. I wish I could see y'all's comments. But y'all need to be looking into that phone. Olel will look in and see if she can see where that money's coming from that's paying for that $500 million. Oh my gosh. And listen, all of this stuff that they're trying to get these bills through the House, did y'all know that that first one that, oh my gosh, it's just so important, it has a red flag law in it for the military and ex-military? Did y'all know that? Y'all need to pull those bills up and read them. It's not about infrastructure at all. It's not an infrastructure bill. There's just a little minute piece of that sucker about the infrastructure bill. I thought, what is poking me in the leg? I'm going to show y'all something if I can here. I'm on curves right now. I am going through my King James Version of the Bible and a new version of the Bible. Let's see. Can I get the guy's name on there? Did y'all get his name? There was Wesley, the group of people that spun off and created the Catholic Church, spoke Western Aramaic. Jesus spoke Eastern Aramaic. Inside this Bible, he takes verses and he shows how they wrote back then in that language. Very hard to look at the differences, find the differences between the Eastern and Western. So it was by no grand scheme of things. It would be easy to see why all of those scholars that spoke and wrote Western Aramaic could definitely mess up a word in the Eastern Aramaic. But he has got 4 pages in there showing you the words, telling you what each word means in the Eastern and Western Aramaic. He's got it paralleled with what he has done and what the King James has done. And it may just be one word, but man, it changes the meaning of that scripture. And you can look and see that it was by accident. They just didn't understand the difference in the Eastern and Western Aramaic when they were translating it. But this is a for real deal. So I'm digging into it now and looking up the differences. And but I am going to do something on the mark. I am, y'all. So anyway, I just wanted to see you, say hello to you. Easton wanted to say hello to you. Let you know we are making it. Still low energy, still no taste. Oh, and toothpaste. I brushed my teeth probably 2 hours ago. And I can still taste that toothpaste. Or not taste it, but it does something to my taste buds, like makes them sting. I don't know what that's all about, but my taste is definitely off. The smell, I don't care anything about it, you know, but my taste, I'll tell you what it affects. I can't taste what I cook and make sure my spices are right. Oh yes, El Michelle. Happy Sabbath. Well, it's when the sun goes down, right? Until sunset tomorrow night. I'd really like to get into studying on that. I know it says, you know, I know what it says in the Bible. I do believe Saturday is the Sabbath. It was the Catholic Church that changed that. So, I just kind of, I just kind of observe it all weekend. I don't do a whole lot of anything. And then I may be allergic to, hey, Moonface 5, something in the toothpaste. I've been using that toothpaste off and on my whole life. No, my taste buds are totally, my whole mouth is totally different since this virus. Totally. I never had a weak stomach, never had a texture issue. And now that I have no taste, man, do textures really get me. There's just things I can't eat because of the textures. I have a really hard time with, I'm sorry, my fingers are in the way, mashed potatoes. It has to have some crunch or substance. I have to be able to feel it in my mouth since I can't taste it. So it's been an adjustment, it really has. I was never scared throughout that thing. I don't know why I was scared of it. Well, because you're scared of the unknown. But I was never really scared of it. I just knew I was covered in the blood of Jesus, and I was really surprised I got it because I didn't put myself in positions to tempt fate to get it, but it was brought into my home. That's why I got it. That old secretary's young. She was, listen, I had to drive down that office one day, and she come out to see how I was doing, and I was still in a pretty bad way. And she said, oh, sick 3 days. Now, she's overweight, but she's young. And I wanted to say, get out of my face. You brought this crap to us. Don't never ever be the same. Let's see. I think we may have been sick at the same time. Praise God, you're better. Oh, Moonface Fies. Listen, I can tell you, this thing hit us so hard, so fast. I mean, it was like somebody dropped a ton of bricks on us. I got sick. I'll have to go backwards. Ethan got sick on the 29th of August. I got sick on the 28th. Ethan's daddy got sick on the 27th. And his daddy got sick on the 26th of August. So, that was, I mean, it was just boom, boom, boom. Filled 2 households. And then his mommy's Guatemalan. Her sister, things that she takes and how she eats does affect her differently than it does us. Let's see, Derek was on Friday. I was on a Saturday. Ethan was on Sunday. And I don't think she got sick until Tuesday. And she was only sick for 3 days. Now, she had a couple of weeks that she was dragging a little bit, but it didn't affect her really bad at all. But I feel sorry for, I can see where this would be a very huge challenge. I know I'm elderly, I'm a senior citizen, but I don't feel like it. I can see where this would affect people above 70 if they are already in a weakened. This would not be the flu for them. And I truly feel like it is a bioengineered flu on that you have to be smart and drink warm liquids. That's all that stop the cough. Keep your temperature down. Keep yourself hydrated. Keep even some Jello, anything like that on your stomach. Get up and move. Walk. I made myself, even on my days, make at least one trip to trips to the bathroom. I mean, I made myself. Anybody else that didn't do that, they were worse than I was. And yeah, I've got MS. I already have a weakened immune system. But anyway, I am to where I need to be and make a stop and make a phone call. I got to go take some pictures for somebody. But I wanted to let you know we're alive and well and improving every day. Just my stamina, taste, and smell. That's all I have. I wish I could get my stamina back. I am already wore out, and we've got to go gather some small firewood. I've got to little every while with, getting to take a good deep. But other than that, it's just going to take a little bit of time. That's all. Just a little bit of time. But I want you, when she will do a very in-depth study on Q phone. I think it's funny they're calling it Q. Oh my gosh. So maybe Q was just a quantum computer. Since this is a quantum satellite phone. Oh my gosh, I never did believe in Q. Q would make predictions. Let me tell you, those predictions were 2 years old and something would happen. See, Q said so. Well, you know what? If you run through a briar patch enough times, you're going to get stuck. So if you make enough predictions over 2 or 3, 4 year time, you're finally going to get right. I mean, people have to use their brain. Just my opinion. If you believe in Q, I don't want to offend you, but that's just my opinion. So anyway, I am going to sign off because I've got to pull over somewhere and make a phone call. And of course, I'm on my phone that I need to make a phone call with. Don't know. I haven't been I had squash and zucchini and watermelon about this high. I don't know if I have dead fields. I don't know if I have overgrown fields with all those big leaves. But I'll video it and I'll put it up for you. That I was getting ready when I replanted it to do a video my next trip up and tell y'all what an epic fail that one garden was. I don't know if my friend has finished digging my potatoes. He dug one row of the golden, what are those golden soft potatoes anyway? And there was 60 pounds of potatoes in that one row. I don't know if my other 3 or 4 rows, I don't know, I don't remember the rows I had out of 14 we did. But we had a lot of rain, a couple every day. I just thought it if somebody hasn't taken them out of the ground for me. And never do I expect anybody to do anything for me, but this is what I was hoping somebody would be on me and take care of my potatoes, because things are going to go like everybody's projecting this winter. We're going to on my eggs. And, oh, did y'all see my short, my 2 baby chicks? Third one was hatching. Chicks got out of the coop and went and killed it, ripped its heart out. Those chickens are mean. I'll never have those kinds of chickens again. So anyway, don't be scared. Just be prepared. We can only prepare for what we think's going to happen. If you make sure you have shelter and food and water, or at least, the Bible says in the end times that the water will become bitter. At least have a way to filter that water. If you have those basic needs met, let me tell you, there's going to be shocked people that have probably never even really ever camped out before, that are going to have a hard time. If you camp out and go hunting and do all that stuff and do without and business in the woods, you're going to be okay with it. Let me see if I can pull over here. If something really happens, if it is a dark winter. Otherwise, I feel really, really sorry. Y'all need to be talking to anybody and everybody. You see a young person on the street, stop and talk to them about the Bible, about Jesus, and make sure everybody knows about that mark, because I think we have younger people that don't. And I have concerns about this phone, this Q phone. I don't think it's mark of the beast, but a DJ Blaze. I do have some huge concerns about that Q phone, but it's not the mark of the beast. Oh, I'm so tired of everything new is the mark of the beast. But anyway, I love you all. Get what you can. Prices are going up. I have not been in a dollar store. I have not been to the Dollar Tree. I do not know if my stores are empty. I did go to Aldi one time in the last 2 months, and all the prices were jacked up. What typically cost me about between $70 and $100 cost me $170. And it was usually about $70 I could go to Aldi's and spend. So prices have definitely gone up. But I did buy a few things that I typically don't buy that could have jacked that up a little bit. But I know at a minimum my grocery bill was $70 higher at hey trucker, how are you, buddy? So prices are going up. Get what you can get now. I'm still looking at solar systems. I did finally get tired of dealing with the buyer of my house that I'd been dealing with for 6 months, and told him to stick it and put my house on the market, showed it myself, and sold it in 9 days. That closing's November the 4th. So November the 4th, I will be able to order my solar system for my well pump. And there were some things that I was going to buy that would make life a little easier. Let me tell y'all, I'm taking that money. We don't need to be worrying about life being a little. I'm going to take that money and I'm going to go buy enough meat, chicken and beef and vegetables, and beef up my preps. If I want us to be more comfortable, I don't want to have to worry about let's ration green beans, because I didn't get green beans this year. We got one little mess to cook. The garden needs amended bad, where I put that garden. So I was planning on this garden. See, you can't plan on a garden. You never know when you're going to have failures and successes. So I'm going to take that money and I'm going to go buy more canned food, and I'm going to go buy more chicken and beef. And you need more than a year's worth of food, y'all. I hate to scare anybody, but it's going to be more than a year. I will tell you, I am a mid-trib person. When I do the thing on the Mark of the Beast, I will explain to you why I am a mid-trib person. I do think we will see bad times before Jesus comes and takes his bride away. So we need to be prepared for a long haul. And we need to be talking to ourselves about, we're going to be nabbed up and probably done away with simply because we do believe in Jesus. So you better be talking to yourself. And when they come and get you, you just say the Lord's Prayer the whole time. Okay, they give you a little pain. That's okay. You're going to be in glory with Jesus. Say the Lord's Prayer the whole time. You better be getting, we used to do Mental Health Monday. That was to prepare people for different personality orders they might have to deal with when putting together a group to get through hard times. You better be mentally preparing for what you might have to go through. Because now, if you deny Jesus to live on this earth, you're going to hell. Point blank. So that's where the mental preparedness needs to be right now. That's what you need to be looking at. And find out if the young people know about the mark and know not to take it. So anyway, that's all the Sunday morning service preaching I'm going to do right now. Don't be scared. Be prepared mentally, physically, and physical food, water, shelter, spiritually. Get that spiritual self where it needs to be. Oh, now while I'm not driving, I'll hold this book up so y'all can see the author. Let me see if I can open it up and show you. You can get a screenshot. It's pretty cool how he takes the two languages, or two, the Eastern and Western Aramaic. Let me see if I can hold this page up. And y'all get a screenshot and look at it, see if you want to order it. Let me see. See, one column is Jesus's text, and the other one is the King James Version. And then he shows the two, how it's written, and then he gives the definition of the two, and then he gives you the two scriptures. And in some cases, it changes that. That one word will change that scripture. So anyway, I wanted to share that with y'all because they're getting more and more expensive. I noticed the other day, even the used ones. I bought this used, but it's I have gone along with that Bible and my King James Version of the Bible, which I told you always worried me. But like I said earlier, it was not by design. They were trying to fool anybody. If you look at those two words, some of them are very, very hard to see the difference in the Eastern and Western Aramaic writings. So that was just the difference in the Western, which split off to be the Catholic Church, and Jesus spoke the Eastern. So it was not by design to fool anybody. I think it was just really, not understanding the difference between the languages. So anyway, say bye, Ethan. Tell everybody you love them.
Bye.
You love him?
I love you.
Love you. He was dying to go live. We haven't been live in a long time. So anyway, until next time, I love y'all. Take care of yourselves. Keep prepping. Keep praying. And I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.